Warrior Soul will be releasing a brand new album in January of 2026 called Rock'em Sock'em. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and yes, Corey Clark just gave a brand new interview with Dawn Osborne of Total Rock, where he verified that this album is going to be coming out, and it's going to be the follow up to their most recent album called Out on Bail, which was pretty cool, and I do enjoy that title track. It came out in 2022 via Livewire / Cargo Records UK. Not sure the label for this one that's coming out. And I'm going to get more into Warrior Soul's lineup later on. For those of it asking, Mr. Morrison, who's in Warrior Soul these days? The lineup consists of the founding member himself, Corey Clark. He has different musicians in the band now that were not in the band during the band's heyday. I will discuss that momentarily. So now he goes on to talk about the lyrical inspiration for the new album. He said, well, there's a song about real estate, there's a song about AI, there's a song about assholes. Yes, that is a good one because he has pretty good songs like that. Remember the song The Wasteland? And of course, if you watch the video for it, you can see me in the audience for that video, even though it was like a 1 second clip. And then there's also songs about various things. It's not your typical rock record, that's for sure. And what he was asked, what is different about their upcoming LP? He said it doesn't follow any genres. It's warrior soul rock. Who knows what it's going to sound like? And Corey does bring up a good point there. Mr. Clark also confirmed that he's working on a memoir. He's been writing a book because it seems like you've got to do a book now. And some people have requested that he does a book, and that's pretty cool. So he's doing a book which will incorporate his paintings and all that stuff. Never knew he did paintings, but hey, that's pretty cool. It'll be kind of his life story, but done in vignettes of things that happened. It's going to be funny. It'll be sad. It'll be whatever. Asked when the book will release, he says, please don't ask. Doing a book is brutal, and even doing a record is brutal, but he'd rather be in his pool and chilling out, so that's what he likes to do. He also added it's going to come out next year. He just wants to bang, do it. It doesn't have to be real long. It could sort of be like Iggy Pop's first book, just short, like 5 stories, whatever. He grew up in a couple places he don't know, but he wants to get it out next year because they got new booking agents in Europe. They're booking festivals next year in the summer. They're doing a real strong tour in Germany and Benelux in January to coincide with the brand new album, Rock'em Sock'em. And all he needs is to have a book out, and hopefully the idea is to sell it for a film. That would be pretty cool. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out to subscribe. We thank you very much for the continued love, honor, and support. It's greatly appreciated. And now these days, Warrior Soul consists of Corey Clark on the lead vocals, guitarists Willie Lundell and Parker Barrow, the bassist Christian Kimmett, and drummer Ivan Tombach. I was even asked if will we ever see a reunion of the Warrior Soul classic lineup. Unfortunately, that will not happen because Mark Evans, the drummer, was murdered some time ago. Unfortunately, rest in peace to him, and also rest in peace to bassist Pete McClanahan. I believe John Rico was still alive. I know he did comment on Warrior Soul's page a while back on Facebook, and now before its arrival of Out on Bail, it was described in a press release as a statement of considerable intent from Clark, one of most rock and roll's most prolific, prophetic, and controversial songwriters. That is definitely true. And everybody remembers when they released the trio of albums on Geffen with their major label debut, which had the classic debut LP of last decade, Dead Century, Drugs Gone, A New Republic. That was another fucking good one. And I remember the Chill Pill album when he made that song Let Me Go, because he wanted to get off of Geffen Records so bad because they weren't promoting the band. I mean, this band should have easily have been a platinum selling act when they first came out on the scene. It's a shame they weren't. So the good news is a new Warrior Soul album coming out in January 2026 called Rock'em Sock'em. Your thoughts, friends? Shame, shame, shame.